foot was taken off the pedal a little bit, but there were still lots of very good saves. Controlled well by Martina Risucci, former Fans Player of the Year in Italy. Out wide for Bratin. .62 cash for Italy. One goal which came against Romania in the last round of World Cup qualifiers. Lindsay Thomas still awaiting something as grand as that for France. Still in single figures in caps, 6 for them. Bratin, Bonansea in support. Not just her. Kari also, chance to pull it back. They've got space. They've got plenty forward. The pressure is on. It's in the post. The header from Girelli, looking for another one and almost getting another one. An early onslaught. Juve have scored one, deflected towards Girelli. Good header, and the bounce took it away from Solène Duron. It's her birthday on Wednesday. So far, she's not had a lot to celebrate today, and neither of Sassuolo.
Passo! Vai, vai, calma, calma, Davi! Calma, tira di là! Se palle di là, calma! Dentro!
Free kick. Given away by Martina Brustia, who was with Sassuolo last season. Spent the second half of last campaign at Sampdoria before returning. Helped Inter's climb, which was impressive.
Pronto a uscire! Pronto a uscire, dai, va!
Another dangerous one, but well claimed by Solène Duron. She's played all but 2 games for Sassuolo this season. Leah Lonnie getting the other 2 appearances. Erica Di Nallo, the 18-year-old, still awaiting her top-class debut. 3rd season in the first team for Di Nallo. Still awaiting a professional debut. Back flick was strong. It'll be easily gathered by Risucci. Smilinska trying to break for it. It was a good early lead that she'd helped to produce against Fiorentina. Got the opening goal and that after a couple of minutes, but Fiorentina coming back well in Sassuolo to win 3-1. Yet to win away from home in the league this season. They've only won 2 of the last 12 games, only 3 of the last 16, full stop. Finished 4th last campaign. They've only had one finish better than that since they came about in this form in 2016. As with a lot of Italian women's football, there are a few asterisks involved because they invariably, all the professional clubs have taken over the licenses of local amateur sides who are quite successful. Reggiano won 3 league titles before Sassuolo took over a decade ago. A few asterisks involved because they invariably... But this campaign's been a struggle. They've been left quite wounded after their Striking loss of the hands of Arsenal midweek. This has been a nice way to recover today. Launched towards Daniela Sabatino and fouled. Struck long, Hannah Benison will cover it. Jan Proul has barely had a touch of the ball up to this stage. Well, certainly that wasn't her first in open play, actually. Recruited from Bay FC at the start of the season. It's only a third appearance. Scrabbled a bit there, got to it. Pauline Perrault-Magnin is on the bench today after having her 100th appearance in recent weeks for Juventus. Also on the bench, Alessia Capoletti, who's also played this season in the league. Filchin's in the centre, dangerously so. Here's a chance. Sabatino. Proul didn't want to pick it up. Didn't want to take the risk of it. Kohlberg there as well. I wouldn't quite say hesitation. It was dealt with in a different way. It's out for a throw. Apologies if your pictures are breaking up a little bit at the moment. That's due to atmospheric conditions, among other things. Filchins. Now they're looking a lot more positive up front to Sassuolo, and they have to be. Here's Misipo, well claimed by the Belgium international, but not for long. Very well claimed. And cut out by Benison. Caiazzo came from Juventus after 5 years there, but only one first team appearance. Spells on loan at Parma and Pomigliano. Covered again by Tama. Dolores Rossi had 4 years under his belt before he departed late last season to go to Sampdoria for a couple of months, and then tempted back by Sassuolo after the departure to Inter of Gianpiero Piovani. Six seasons since Sassuolo have beaten Juventus and never here. 2 seasons ago they did actually get a couple of draws against them in the campaign. I'd say the best unbeaten run they've had against them. It was brief. And what we've seen for the opening 17 minutes is kind of why, although Sassuolo have come back into this a little bit more. Juve's most successful league record is against Sassuolo. Just that one defeat in 17 outings in 2019. It's fallen invitingly for Lehmann. She's in! Got the attempt on target. Solène Giron down to save it. All Juventus in the opening 20. Solène Giron is primed for a very busy afternoon in Biella. And doesn't she know it? Cross wasn't bad. It was better than that. Sassuolo equalise. Proul cut out.
Per il Sassuolo ha segnato la numero 10 Milinski.
A real shocker of a cross And a real shock of an equaliser. She found the far post and inside it, Gina Chmielinski. And Sassuolo have tied it up. Her 5th goal of the season. Not what Juve were expecting at all. That could only have been intended as a cross, but it made it in. What that might force Juve into is going up a couple of gears, though. Gathered again by Soleil Duran. But what a surprise. They have been scoring goals all the time, despite being second from bottom. It's only Sampdoria below them, with a point less and a game more played. But Sassuolo is still the 6th highest scorers in the league. And it's only the top 5 who netted more than them. They do have the 2nd worst defence, though. It's only the 8th goal that Juve have conceded all season. 5 goals in the league for Gina Chmielinski, the former German underage international who came from Napoli in the summer. Her 2nd season in Serie A, having been a league winner in Sweden with Rosengard 2 years ago, and they've done it again this season. Controlled by Misipo. They can take that as a bit of a gift, a bit of a bonus. And Sassuolo tie it up. This is Lindsay Toma. It is the longest unbeaten run in Serie A currently. Those 12 games. It's only the 2nd goal in 7 games that Juve have let in. It's interesting about the rotation of the goalkeepers, but defensively they've been proving themselves reliable. Only Inter have conceded fewer goals. Now that challenge was interesting. It's a goal kick. Celia Prunia just timing that just about right. Short and quick thinking by Caiazzo, and they've got it forward towards Chmielinski again, giving the free kick away. Lisa Boateng being downed. 5-time league winner with Juventus, having come from Brescia in 2017, and league winner with them as well. That's a belter which Duran has parried and just about kept out. Gathered again by Kuhlberg, short. Alicia Lehmann. Chance for it to be put back in by Hannah Bennison again. And dangerously so. Girelli pulled back. There's another belter and parried. And it's off the post unbelievably. I think it was Schatzer's original shot. And how it stayed out from there, well, your guess is as good as mine. Kuhlberg on the follow-up, and it did not go in. Offside anyway. A real rasper. And then off the post by Kuhlberg. The original shot by Eva Schatzer. And Girelli before that. A let-off for Sassuolo, definitely. For a couple of reasons. No VAR, so obviously that's not going to be reviewed. It was tight, to be generous. Decent ball now, potential break here. Sabatino on the charge, but well covered. Out again by Eva Schatzer, who's been involved in a lot. Italian debut the other week against Malta in a 5-0 home win on the road to Euros qualification for Switzerland. Might have opened up in front of goal very invitingly, but Lindsay Thomas brought it away. Not much happening for Brustia up front there. There might have been an opening coming back deep as Daniela Sabatino. This is Plyder up. Covered by Cassandra Misipo again. Sassuolo trying not to go backwards towards their own goal. It's held up by Sabatino. Well, great ball, Swilinski! Oh, what a fine save by Prul! And on the rebound, it might creep in. It stayed out. Sassuolo are having a really good go now, and that might have been the lead. Superb effort, good save by Prul. Swilinski on the follow-up. Puny strike. And that might have been 2-1. Deep corner and sliced out again. Saved somehow by Prul. Kullberg put it back towards her own goal. Lively this now, and certainly Prul has been forced into a number of saves, big time. Off the post in the end by Kullberg. That would have shaken Juventus up a bit. Brought forward by Thomas again. And they, obviously with all those changes, have a very, very strong bench as well. Well blocked by Cecilia Prugna. Thomas forward again for Cristiano Girelli. Tempting. Duran did well in the Sassuolo goal. She was forced out, she had to win it. Being second was not an option once she was committed. Later today, Roma Lazio in the Derby della Capitale, and Milan Como in the evening. Whistle coming up on the road again for Juve in London midweek. And their Champions League return. They have won one game in the group stage. They beat Vålerenga away by 1-0. Face them at home next month and Bayern away. Como on the road next weekend before the international break, and then home to Lazio. Sassuolo at home to Roma next weekend. Roma currently in 4th spot. They're their hometown rivals Lazio in 7th. Fiorentina already in action this weekend and dropping points 0-0 away at Napoli, who are 8th right now, only 2 points above Sassuolo. Same with Lazio, actually. The bottom 4 are a little bit adrift of the rest. It's the bottom 5 who go into the relegation playoffs, and the top 5 in the title playoffs. Decent break forward it was too. Brighton doing a lot. Lehmann lost out, was surrounded a bit as well. Serie Mello got there first. Might have been an invitation for Girelli to break through, but the whistle had already gone for the foul against Iva Schatzer, who's covered tons of ground today and done tons of work, really. Inviting in front of goal for Prunier again. Benison on the deck, lost out. Recovered well again by Prunier. Good ball into the area. Quick head down. Misipo didn't get a far, and it's almost ended up in the net from Lehmann again. Having scored against Sassuolo the last time they met on what was her league debut. Lehmann had a good whip at that. Decent save by Duran. Fell to the edge of the area, wasn't properly cleared. That's a very good save. Turned well, good strong shot. Another corner for Juve incoming. Might have had an option of playing that short. Benison was there ready to receive, but floated long instead. Somewhat too long. Prunier with the close control. She's taking a lot there as well. Pushed away by Benedetta Orsi. It's gone beyond Sabatino. Well recovered by Iva Schatzer, nipped in again, and still only 19. Discovered playing in the Danone Nations Cup in 2016 and 2017. Juve kept tabs on her, eventually signed her a couple of years later. The break is on again. Lehmann is the furthest forward. Thomas 5 ahead of her, and shortly to be 6. Kohlberg on the right hand side. Terma presenting herself again. Missy Poe in front. Support too from Hannah Bennison, the Sweden international, was very quickly whipped away by Plydrup. But well, won back by Bennison, maybe a bit too strongly. Free kick it is for Alessandro Recchia. Came in strongly on Daniela Sabatino, twice top scorer in Serie A. Most recently, 3 seasons ago. Hasn't Eva Schatzer got involved in absolutely everything so far? Planted away by Bennison. Arrived in time from Everton to feature in the Women's Cup triumph against Palmeiras. Angle was tightening all the time for Sabatino. Sassuolo throw. Most recently 21-22. Glorious start to this, but Sassuolo have got a bit of life up front since then. Poked forward by Bennison, but somewhat inaccurately taken up by Sarah Mella again. Continued on the overlap. Prunya trying to pounce, but taken up by Hannah Bennison once more. The under-20 player of the year, according to the international soccer statisticians. The cross is good. Missy Poe won't reach it. Pruel will, the Canada under-20. Well, she's been in the most recent CONCACAF Women's Championship squad and the World Cup squad last year. Forward by Missy Poe. Good ball. Sabatino got the shot in. And close to a lead goal for Sassuolo. Good chance. There've been a couple they've had like that. Smilinski setting Sabatino up. Really, really good strike. She's got 2 this season. Her highest scoring season, 25. Back in 2011 when she was the top scorer in Serie A. Doing it again 3 seasons ago. Now Missy Poe won't be able to reach that, but she's in a much further forward position now, and she was really keen to have latched onto it. A little reboot for the overhit long ball beyond it. Say a good break and bounced across goal and allowed to as well, without anybody connecting ultimately. No real challenge either in terms of possession or to deny the final shot. Serie picked it up again well here, and she's got a good break going. Could go all the way. That was tempting. 2 good chances in a row for Barbara Bonensea. The previous one across and just wide, and that one taking a little deflection for a corner on the way. Brilliant virtuoso effort. Durand up and over. Possession lost in the centre of the park, will be whistled back anyway. Benison nipping in, and free kick called by Alessandro Recchia. It's getting lively on the edge of the Sassuolo area.